Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to the channel once again. If it's your first time here, my name is Gigo, and today we are back at Madam Fatima's project. This is the episode 1 of the land clearing, or I'll say excavation of the land. So, in my previous video, we did mention about helping Madam Fatima to get a second land for her projects here in Ghana, and so we were able to get her something in Tema, which is in Comte 25, around Dowinya and Pram. And as you can see around, this is not like well developed area, it's a developing area. Most of the houses here are estate. You have estate all around. We have the Def Traco, estate here. We have the Dome estate. We have the Green estate is also around. There are so many estates. This land was actually, reserved for, developers, so most of the houses are, coming up, nicely. But this is the lane which, hasn't been taken by any company yet, any, real estate company. So it was sold for individual, mostly live outside of the country, in the diaspora. So we managed to get this last portion, which I showed in my previous video. And talking about that, I will use this opportunity to say, sorry, or to apologize to anybody who get offended with my previous video. The intention wasn't to, knock people out of, that area. Madam Fatima will be coming back to build her dream house over there because that's where she wants to live. That's where she really likes that place. But the thing is that, we did some consultation, and, the question was, after moving to Ghana, what is next for her? Because she wants to really come to Africa to live over there for a long period of time. But what will she be doing when she's done building her house? That was the question. What is next after you've built your house? And, to answer that question, we were like, you can look into real estate or hospitality. That is something that she really loves to do. She also likes to support charity works and stuff. So looking at that, we think that, having a land in kind of like a developing place, this is not the city, this is not a busy place. Like I told you, it is estate all over around here. So it is a quiet place. It's not noisy at all. It's very quiet. It's a very quiet place. If you stay in Ghana and estates, this is most people like to, buy house in the estates because the place is quiet and it gives you that peace of mind. You live with like-minded people. So that was when we came up with this land. She wanted to get initially it was going for like a half plot. We just wanted to give her a half plot. We didn't want to, stress her so much because she has already invested, in Cape Coast. So we just wanted to give her something for the meantime. So we managed to get this plot, with a mindset of getting her half plot, just build something simple in there, move into Ghana. Then later you build up, with what you want to do whilst she'll be busy building her own, dream house in Cape Coast because she also wants to be here to see it done herself. But later showing her the land, she really likes the environment because I showed her the Google map, the amenities around, and all those stuff, and she really likes it. She really liked the environment, what is in the neighborhood. So she decided to go for the full plot. She decided to go for the full plot, and that turned out to be a blessing for her, which we will get into later this video. So the plan was to divide the full plot into two and put up a duplex concept on it. She can stay in one while she's busy, developing the Cape Coast, dream house, and rent the other one as Airbnb. And finally, when she is done with the dream house in Cape Coast, she can put the ones also up, the other one up, or even just sell it out and just move to Cape Coast. But as we said, this area is a developing area, and it is also kind of full of estates. So people are always coming to this area to buy house or to rent house or even put it on Airbnb, to make your money. And that is the cash flow, which will help her and also support her to build her dream house with no stress. Because, like I said, this is Tema Community 25. If you know Tema, Tema is the harbor city of Ghana and it's also the industrial city of Ghana. From here to the Pram Pram beach is like 15 minutes, even less than 15 minutes. From here to Accra is like in 30 minutes. From here to Aqua Safari, it's like I think less than an hour. Here to Ibri, I think I would say maybe 30 minutes, to 45 minutes, I think, depending on traffic. So it is in a very good location. It has all routes to all parts of the country. So, I think it is a good deal for her. It's a very good deal. And the second option she has is that to use more than half of the land to build, a family house, like a home, and then have like a garden and have, like a swimming pool, and also have a guest house for people that she doesn't want them to be, in her space in the family, to have their own guest house beside the house.
Yeah, GB, welcome back to the channel. This is Madam Fatima's plot. Madam Fatima's plot at Adam Estate, where we have to come and do the clearing for the engineer and then the architect to come and watch. Then they start their work as it's being discussed that they will start with the work whilst we are preparing the document for them. So this is the plot. Madam Fatima's plot. I have to get this machine for clearing. So anybody who needs machine for this plot preparation can contact me on 0246 246 and then the supply of any building materials. When you call, I'll just deliver for you whilst you pay. Thank you. So you can see the plot is now being cleared. The shape is gradually coming. Hoping that very soon you see the plot clear. Area. I don't know the area. I'm trying to give you 360. The whole area. This is the plot. This is the road. If just in front of the plot, then you come back to the plot.
So that's Mr. Kwete for you, our supplier here on the channel, trying to organize and make sure that things are being done, and you could see the work done for yourself. So this is the roadside. You could see the extra space, she has, that will be, before the fence wall. So we're going to plant some palm trees across because that's on the roadside. We're going to use that or construct a gutter. We will see later in the future. And also one thing which is a plus for Madam Fatima with this project is that a surveyor came to survey the land so that we could do the transfer of name, from the owner to her name. And then during the satellite, transmission, we find out that where the wall is, is 100, and where the other wall is also behind there is 100, and this side is 70. Because there is a road there. There's a road which is a dead end between her and then the neighbor, which is next to her. So that means that they can also have that road as a plus. They have to discuss with the neighbor to use it as a car park because it's just the two of them sharing that extra space beside them. So actually the land is 100 by 100 at the front is 100, the back is 100, the side is also 100. It's only where the the road is beside them, that's where it's like 75. But that's like they can also take the road, and it's also more than 100. So we ended up giving her 100 by 100 plot of land. Can you imagine? And the plus is she don't have to make fence wall. This fence wall is already kind of constructed. It's halfway. The neighbor has done it half, say, and then the other one there has made it full fence wall. So if they agree to keep where the camera is now, like where the cameraman is standing now, if they decided to keep this place, which is the road, then meaning she has the whole kind of the whole land. That's just a big plus. When the owner find out that, hey, this is it, he was like, hey man, we have to retalk about the price, because now she could have 50 by 50 at each side, to build, her house. And yeah, I think if you put apartment here, it's a plus for you. You can just put a big apartment. We have the car park, everything here. So this was a blessing, for her, and that's what we do with Gigo Production Group. If you know me, you know that when it comes to land, my locations and my choices are always, I wouldn't say the best, but they are good. They are good. They are good. By the way, this is not a financial advice, but I think instead of, investing, all your lands in one location, buying 10 plots, 5 plots, or 4 plots, 3 plots in one location, why don't you divide them across the country? Have maybe 2 plots in the northern region, have, another 2 plots in Volta, 2 plots in central region, and you can use them for other businesses. It's not necessary you have to build houses on all of them. You can build a house in one location and use the rest for, investments. You can do poultry farm, fish farming, and a whole lot of things. Ghana have so many potentials. Ghana is not only about Accra, you know. So let's also try to invest in other regions, to develop the whole country. I believe this is going to happen one day in the future. So if you are planning to move to Ghana and you want to stay in Ghana, to invest in Ghana, I think you should also look at other regions, because there are things that will really go well in Volta region, and it might not go well in Eastern region. So do those checks yourself. If you need advice, there are people online that can give you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is basically for entertainment. I'm just here to share ideas and motivate people to, come back home and do something in the motherland. So if you want to take that bold step, you know, consult a financial advisor. Just in case you need land, you need to do some investment, you can get in touch with me. My number is down here, and any help I can, if I know someone who can help you, I will just forward you directly to that person. And that is what I do here on the channel, just to connect people. I'm just a plug, I'm just the bridge. So this just by the way.
Yeah, Jigo, finally, no, I said, this is the plot. This is the woman's plot. So that's the other house, and then the fence wall. This is the road, and then this is where the plot is coming up to. So I am telling you, the plot is almost 100 by 100, not 100 by 70. So when Mr. Sami they come around, we can pick from there. You see, the area is already developed. There are houses she can build today and then live in. Tetema Pono Aziza. So tell the madam that she's welcome to Ghana. You're already welcome here to Ghana. She's an African and she have to come home, stay with her people. What's Sano? Sano thing. Tell no motor me den chenkeba shwe no. Can be me. Mama send ma boko no send you hali.
So I think this brings us to the end of today's episode 1 of Madam Fatima's project. Episode 2 is going to be the contractor and then the architect coming on site to take the measurement, because initially we thought it was 70 by 100, but now it's almost like 100 by 100. So we have to review the plan again. We already made a plan, the building plan, but we have to review it again so we can position it very well. So if you want to follow this, journey, it's in my playlist called I think Madam Fatima's Project or Fatima's Project. Follow, subscribe to the channel, like if you really like what you see, share to motivate someone to also make the bold step to invest in Ghana or Africa. You don't necessarily have to use us. There are a lot of good people out there you can also, watch out for. So thanks for staying with me. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel, and I'll see you in my next episode. Let's do it.